Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at Ultimate Werewolf Deluxe Edition. This is by Bezier Games, something like that, German sounding word. This one includes a bonus expansion, the Werewolf Hunting Party. I think that's because it's the Deluxe Edition. Retails for around $24.95, as you can see from the sticker here. This is for 5 to 75 players, 30 to 90 minutes, ages 13 and up. Probably due to mature themes, werewolves, and stuff like that. So, here's what the back of the box looks like. It's a little heavier than the One Night Werewolf, and it's supposed to be more complex. But it's supposed to be equally fun. But it is a much longer game. That one plays about 10 minutes. This one plays about half an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many people you have playing. And generally with games like this, you'll want to have a little more than what the minimum is required. And this one says 5. It's probably better with 7 or 8. But let's open this up and see what we've got in here. This one, according to the copyright, is from 2017. So, let me get the plastic off here. This is a much heavier box. So the other one, I didn't think the contents were really worth 25 bucks. This one I probably won't say that with. Probably. No guarantees. Alright, the plastic on the top's a little, cheap. So that's never good. Alright, first up we've got our rule book. Ultimate rules, advanced games, etc. Okay, here's the different werewolf games. You've got One Night Ultimate Werewolf, you got Daybreak, One Night Vampire, One Night Alien, and some other stuff here. We've got more expansions. There's Classic Movie Monsters, Urban Legends, Wolfpack, Night Terrors. Wow, quite a lot of add-ons. So this rulebook doesn't have page numbers. That's handy. So that's kind of rude, but it looks like there's a lot more characters in this one. So you got quite a bit going on here. Not a whole lot of pictures. Looks like there's some dice rolling. I see a 2 to 12 range, so there's 2d6 involved in this. Alright, let's see what else we got here. And there's no dice included. That's lovely. Well, we got a sheet of paper here, getting started. This is a little 4-pager, just a fold in half sort of deal. And yeah, it's standard paper, nothing too exciting, just like the previous one we looked at. And then we've got a notepad here. And it's just yeah, it's just a notepad. There's nothing particularly fancy other than the logo and these little bullet point chart things. And they don't give you permission to photocopy it, but it is two-sided. Looks like there's probably about 30 or 40 of them there. Decent sized pad. Kind of cheaply put together. The backer is just really crappy cardboard and some glue. So you're probably going to run out of these if you really like this game. There's no dice in the box. I don't know if you need dice. I didn't see that anywhere. Does it say you need dice? But there was a chart in there for 2 to 12, so you might need 2d6. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing hiding underneath the insert either, so... Alright, so let's get the box out of the way. We got some cards here. We got some. These are a lot fancier than the cardboard cutouts from the One Night. But you know what? Cards tend to get destroyed a lot easier than cardstock. So this is the Hunting Party bonus expansion. We'll look at that last. And these appear to be characters. So let me adjust the camera so we can look at these a little closer. And we'll do them one deck at a time, starting with the largest one. Alright, I know that's not too much better, but hopefully it helps. So let's take a look at our first deck here. And remember, if you want me to get better lenses for my camera, I need monies. So buy one of my books or start watching some ads. Ooh, yeah, I don't like the gloss on the back of these. These feel like old baseball cards. Okay. The back's kind of cool, this like hooded figure. That should show up okay on the camera. That's kind of cool image. It's a little dark, but if it was a shade brighter on the, it would look a little better, but not bad. Alright, there's the werewolf card. Are these numbered? No, there's nothing numbering them. So we got 1 werewolf, 2 werewolf, 3 werewolf, 4 werewolf, werewolf. So 4 werewolves, then we've got a villager, a second villager, third villager, a vampire, second vampire. What's his special? Each night choose a player. That player is eliminated when a player gets their second accusation the next day. So third vampire, a fourth vampire, a fifth vampire, a sixth vampire, a seventh vampire, an eighth vampire. Then we got a troublemaker. Ooh, she's kind of hideous. 1 night per game, stir up trouble by calling for players to be eliminated the following day. And then we've got the tough guy. If the werewolf attempts to eliminate you, you are not eliminated until the following night. The tanner, you hate your job and your life, you win if you are eliminated. Awesome. The prince, if you are voted to be eliminated, your role is revealed and you stay. The priest, 1 night per game, choose a player to be protected and that player may not be eliminated at night. The PI, 1 night per game, choose a player. You'll be told if that player or one of his neighbors is a werewolf. The pacifist, you must always vote for players to not be eliminated. The old hag, each night choose a player to leave the village during the next day. The moderator, you are the moderator. Minion, you know who the werewolves are, but you do not wake up with them at night. A mayor, your vote counts twice. The mason, the first night, wake up to see who the other mason is. Lycan, you are a villager but appear to the seer as a werewolf. That could be bad. Lone wolf, each night wake with the other werewolves. You only win if you are the last player in the game. Hoodlum, choose 2 players on the first night. To win, they must be eliminated, and you must still be in the game at the end of the game. Ghost, the first night you are eliminated, communicate to players with single letters each day. Drunk, you are a villager until the 3rd night when you sober up and learn your real role. Doppelganger, the first night choose a player. When that player is eliminated, you become that role. Diseased, if you are eliminated by werewolves, they do not get to eliminate anyone the following night. 'Cause you're icky. The cursed, you are on the village team unless you are targeted for elimination by the werewolves, at which time you become a werewolf. Cupid, the first night choose 2 players to be linked together. If one of them is eliminated, the other is eliminated as well. Cult leader, each night choose a player to join your cult. If all players are in your cult, you win. Then we've got a blank card, a second blank card, a third blank card, an aura seer. Choose a player each night to see if that player is not a werewolf or a villager. And lastly, the apprentice seer. If the seer is eliminated, you become the seer, waking each night to look for werewolves. Alright, that's our main deck. So let's get that out of the way and look at this other one, which I think is just more cards. Alright, plastic. Okay, I win the war with plastic once again. Alright, werewolf. Each night wake up with the other werewolves and choose a player to eliminate. There's another werewolf, third werewolf, fourth werewolf, fifth werewolf, sixth werewolf, seventh werewolf, eighth werewolf, wolf cub. Each night wake with the werewolves. If you are eliminated, the werewolves eliminate 2 players the following night. Witch. You may save or eliminate a player at night once each per game. Villager. Find the werewolves and eliminate them. Another villager. Third villager. Fourth villager. Fifth villager. Sixth villager. Seventh villager. 8th villager, 9th villager, 10th villager, 11th villager, 12th villager. Village idiot! You always vote for players to be eliminated. Spellcaster. Each night choose a player who may not speak the following day. Sorceress. Each night look for the seer. You are on the werewolf team. Seer. Each night choose a player to learn if he is a villager or a werewolf. Mason. The first night you wake up to see who the other Mason is. And then the second Mason. Next we have a hunter. If you are eliminated, you may immediately eliminate another player. And finally the bodyguard. Each night choose a player who cannot be eliminated that night. Alright, so that's the other deck. So there's quite a few cards here. That one just looks like it's an add-on if you have a larger group. Alright, so let's look at our little werewolf hunting party expansion. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot to this. Just a few cards. So let's get this open. This one's pretty thin, so I gotta be kind of careful with the plastic. I don't want to bend anything. Alright, so here we've got a little, looks like rules addendum insert. It's got some information on the alpha wolf. And it looks like we've got some new character classes to try. So that's cool. It looks like it adds 2, 4, 5 good guys, 1 bad guy. So first up we have the Revealer. Each night you may point to a player. If that player is a werewolf, he is eliminated. If he isn't, you are eliminated. Well, you better be right then. Mystic Seer. Each night point to a player and learn their exact role. Mentalist. Each night you may point to 2 players and are told if those players are on the same team or not. Mad Bomber. If you are eliminated, the players immediately to your left and right are eliminated as well. Huntress. You may eliminate a player at night once per game. And finally, the Alpha Wolf. Once per game, following the elimination of a werewolf during the day, you may turn the werewolf's target into a werewolf instead of eliminating him. Alright, now, as you'll see from these cards, there's no little symbols at the bottom, but these have a little image of the Huntress lady that's on here in the bottom corner, so you could separate them from the regular deck if you need to undo them or you don't want to play with the hunting party. So that's really cool that they put the expansion symbol on there so you didn't accidentally goof that. So that's really all there is to it. The card quality is pretty good. I don't like the gloss on it. It's that cheap gloss that a lot of CCGs use, and I don't like that. I don't care for it. But the notepad's kind of crappy. Otherwise, the rulebook's nice. It's supposed to be a really fun game. I think the production value is a little bit subpar for my taste, but probably worth 20 bucks. So it goes for around $25. If you find it on sale, I would definitely pick it up. It's a great party game. But 25 bucks, if you're not going to use it at least a few times, it's kind of hard to justify that expense. Even that little like $5, just for me, is just a little too much. But overall, it looks like a fun party game. I think it's a good one for people that have a lot of social get-togethers, or younger people that want to play something a little more challenging, because it is a fairly tough game. So it's good for people like that, but overall, 25 bucks is a bit steep for a price point. If you can find it cheaper than that, complete, I would definitely pick it up. Especially because it's got the bonus expansion, Hunting Party. That does make it worth a little bit more. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.